So one time I just grabbed the guy and I couldn't pull him up. And I said, give me it back. And he was laughing because I couldn't pull him up. And I was thinking, I gotta just work out more. It's not good. You know, but could have been the Pope throwing his shoes out.
Yeah.
Come on, his Prada red shoes, the red shoes, the red shoes.
Like, is there a small room in St. Peter's Basilica for all the Pope's shoes?
Wonder if he got
many shoes, well, he doesn't have the boots. You know, but I just wonder what happens to the clothing? Do they give it to the poor?
Does it go in like the Getty
I
Museum?
don't know if they get free from Prada. I said that just off the top of my head.
Isn't it like they get the football ring? You have the ring?
I don't know if they keep the ring. I bet somewhere they take it.
Broken. I think the ring is broken each.
The big tall hat. What's gonna happen to that?
I think it all goes into like a thing. I don't want to say it's like Madame Tussauds because they don't have the figures of the Pope. Like they have, it's like a museum of stuff.
Those are historical props after a while, so people, they keep them.
What do they give the ring to? The broken pieces of the
It's
ring.
all part of
I
the
believe it. I think, and I could be wrong. I believe it's buried with them.
Okay, great.
When they pass. Well, this is one. This is gonna be an issue. It's gonna be an issue. But listen, you know, he made his last public appearance as Pope, and I can't even wrap my head around saying this, that he's walking away from it in St. Peter's Square. Now, the search for his successor is already under fire with critics. Some saying cardinals who will choose the new Pope trying to cover up church sex abuse scandals in the past. Now, what does this mean for the future of aid on one cardinal or two cardinals or the men who run the church, or is the church spiritual stuff?
Oh, no, it's the two men who run the place. Yeah, come on. And they really can't stand, like, they're a little homophobic. And you wonder, because they're wearing the dresses, and they're wearing the gowns. And when I first got inspired with fashion, it was at one of those masses. The hat alone and the purse was so fierce, it was on fire.
You know, though, I do have to say, there's a cardinal, I think it's Peter Turkson from Ghana, that's actually getting a lot of buzz right now because he is a real sort of, I don't know, every guy's way of explaining and
Mistake, because I gotta tell you, everything was written by men. I'm just saying. She was not. No. They called her hard because she was an intellectual.
She made a mistake because the other women in the neighborhood, they did not care.
Well, they said she was a prostitute.
I do say, though, anyone who thinks it's, like, not about women in the Bible, Jesus, born of a woman, appeared to women first when no one wanted to hear anything from women in that time. I think it's the coolest thing.
He built the nursery for the women's kids.
Well, how come Mary Magdalene wasn't involved?
Still ahead, Carrie Russell and Matthew Reese are revealing wicked flashbacks wearing 1980s fashions on their hit show, The Americans. And why Matthew may not remember much about the first time he met Carrie.
Special guest co-host Cyndi Lauper. Now, yes. Speaking of popular, Governor Chris Christie just signed a bill making New Jersey the third state to legalize gambling on the internet. Isn't this a good idea?
Well, I don't know if it's a great idea because I come from a family of gamblers. My father was a gambler. And when OTB, he played the ponies. One time he was actually, he was listening to something. I thought he was having a seizure because he was like this. And he was listening to the racetrack. And so that's how interested he was in it, you see. So now OTB comes along, and now he gets a beach chair, and he's sitting outside of OTB. I said, Daddy, OTB doesn't mean on the beach. But that's how interested and possessed he was with gambling. So I think that it could be very destructive to people who can't control gambling.
Right, but yes, that may be true. But what about those of us who can?
The point that I'm making is the accessibility of it and the ease.
Yeah, like, it's like stop my son's actors from getting on it.
I was going to say, it's like porn. You know, some people really can't get enough porn. They're right there on the there.
How to get the kids not on there?
If you can figure out how to keep kids off sites that we don't want them on, I believe there will be a Medal of Honor from the President of the United States. I don't know how you keep it.
My big concern would be making sure that there's one person not having two identities on their online gambling because there's going to be a big tax issue.
Why do they need another one?
But are they gonna, like, in the end, is everybody drowned? Is that like experience?
Yeah, like how many times? Like a mystery cruise. A mystery dinner cruise.
We won't know until the first outing, and I tell you, my name is not going to be on that ship, so I'm not going.
I just got a quick question. So they throw off all the lifeboats like everybody else did, and then when you got a boat on the side waiting?
I don't know that.
No.
Time to put it on the side with you.
No, this time they will have the correct number of lifeboats. They didn't have enough lifeboats.
They threw them off. They wanted to go faster.
That's right. That's exactly right.
That'd be pretty cool to do, though.
Well, yeah, sure.
To reenact.
Lauper's chickenpox has finally flown the coop, and she's itching to get back to the Hot Topics table. And this Monday, March 4th, she's making her triumphant return to the View.